So there's a hidden tax which is killing your savings, and this is known as inflation. If you're interested in building wealth or learning how to manage your personal finances, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you're going to understand inflation and the opposite, which is deflation. You're going to understand nominal returns, and you're going to understand real returns. In order to understand inflation, I have borrowed my son's car to explain something to you. So basically, inflation is the rate at which prices are increasing. Let's consider this car speed as inflation. So if they say that inflation is increasing, this car is moving at a faster speed. If they say that inflation is reducing, it doesn't mean that now the prices would start to reduce. A reduction in prices is known as deflation. But if they say that inflation is reducing, it means that this car is still moving, but this car is moving at a slower rate, meaning that prices are increasing at a slower rate. Now, let's get into how this may eat into your savings and how it may affect your investment decisions. As someone who's interested in growing their money and personal finances, you must start to pay attention when the central bank, which is in this case in Zambia, the Bank of Zambia, makes certain announcements, because this is going to affect your money. Now, let me use this information in a practical example. So, let's say you have 200 kwacha and then you want to put it into a fixed deposit account at the bank. The bank is offering you 2% interest, and then the current inflation rate is at 10%. Let's start by calculating your nominal return. So nominal return is the actual cash that you're going to have in your hand that they'll give you at the end of investing in this fixed deposit account. So 2% means 2 over 100 times the 200 kwacha, meaning that the nominal return that you make out of this fixed deposit account will be 4 kwacha. At the end, you have 204 kwacha when you take your money out of this fixed deposit account. Now, let's factor in inflation. So the 10% inflation is going to eat into the buying power of this 204 kwacha, because remember, the prices have increased by 10% because inflation is the rate at which prices are increasing. So nominal return is the cash at hand. Real return is what it can actually buy. So the real return is nominal return minus inflation. In this case, 2 minus 10, which is -8. So in nominal returns, you've gained 4 kwacha, as in cash at hand. You actually have that 4 kwacha. But in real returns, what's actually obtaining on the ground is that you have lost 16 kwacha in terms of buying power, because 8% of 200 kwacha is 16 kwacha. So inflation has reduced your money buying power by 16 kwacha. So how can you now start to use that rationale as an investor in order to be able to make a decision? So you can say to yourself, am I willing to put my money into a riskier investment, which would then make me more than 4 kwacha in terms of my real return? Or should I say that, okay, I'm not willing to incur more risk. It's better for me to just gain 4 kwacha than gain nothing at all. And at least that 4 kwacha will help me to at least protect my money from the inflation, because I would have otherwise reduced my buying power even more if I hadn't gained even just that 4 kwacha. Remember that this is not investment advice, it is financial literacy. My name is Esther Piri, and I'm simply sharing my journey to financial freedom with this online community.